It's the Apostle! Get him! Was that him?
This is tempting fate. Sooner or later, one of those arrows will pierce my skull.
Where's the key? Someone get the goddamn keys! I think I see him! We got him! I
It's
think we got him!
undamaged and thin enough to fit in a lock. I should be able to open the gate with this.
Where's the key? Someone get the goddamn keys!
That ought to do the trick. Go on. Pick the lock with the arrow.
All those years on the streets of Sadir paying off. The
Good
riot
job.
won't last forever.
Follow me.
Something's going to give. Either the Watch kills every last man, or
Where's
the
the
prisoners
key?
tear this place to
Someone get the
pieces.
goddamn keys!
About time. Let's go. Up the stairs.
They've broken through to the floor below.
Why, if it isn't our old friend, Mr. Murren.
Balsay, back him. I should have known you wouldn't have let yourself get caught so easily.
You're damn right. Now let us through.
I'm afraid that's quite impossible, Balsay. Your journey ends here, I'm afraid.
There's no picking this one. He's plugged it from his side. By the Mojal's unclean genitals, Warden! Open up right this bloody minute!
Words, Mr. Backeen. You know very well I do not respond to threats.
When I get my hands on you, Warden, you'll wish your grandmother had never spread her legs to your grandfather.
I'm afraid this is as far as you will get.
People like him only respond to violence and threats. These bars won't hold me forever, Warden. Open up and I'll finish you quickly.
I thought I'd made it clear that I do not respond well to threats, and I figured you for a more level-headed man than your hot-headed friend there. No, I'll put my trust in these fine iron bars and this immaculately crafted lock. Besides, I doubt I have much to fear from you. You've lost your edge, Alvani. You're nothing but a blunted sword. There's nothing you can say to sway my mind, Alvani. You might as well admit defeat.
He's refusing to listen. I must be smarter. What did he reveal of himself earlier?
Still trying, are you? Desperately and quite pointlessly.
Listen. Do you hear that? Your prisoners are revolting, Warden. Sooner or later, they will reach this floor. Let me through, and I shall be lenient and merciful. They won't give you the same consideration.
I see. And what, pray tell, is my guarantee that you'll follow through on your promise?
He will need to trust me, even though I may not be able to stay my anger. He's responsible for many innocent deaths. But if I can convince him to believe me, doesn't the Warden claim to be a practical man? If that's the case, he would listen to a practical argument. I will just have to phrase myself. He will have to take my word for it. After all, what choice does he have? And I was the Apostle. I was always true to my word. My word is like iron, Warden. You do well not to doubt it. Now, open the gate.
I may look the fool, Alvani, but I can assure you I'm not some farm boy who just rode into town atop an Elguan. You'll have to do better than that. Now leave me be. Let's face it, Alvani, you're not a man of words.
I need to persuade the Warden to open the gate before the guards make it up here.
Your tenacity is almost admirable, Alvani, but entirely without merit.
He will need to trust me. Doesn't the Warden claim to be a practical man? If that's the case, he would think carefully about this, Warden. My leniency is your only hope at this point.
Perhaps, but as you may imagine, I didn't rise to my position by taking people at their word, particularly in a prison. Honesty is in short supply in here.
He said his family is important to him. If he fails to respond to threats to his own life, maybe he'll listen if I threaten his children. Extreme measures may be required. When it comes to men like him, I really have no time for chit-chat. We're running out of time. What did he say about family again? He may treasure his office above his blood, but maybe he will listen to reason if I appeal to his sense of family. All men of his station can be bought. He lacks character and faith, believing only in the power of off. What did he say about family again? He said his family is important to him. If he fails to respond to threats to his own life, maybe he'll listen if I threaten his children. Extreme measures may be required when it comes to... If you do not open this gate, Warden, I will not only kill you, but I will make sure your entire family suffers a similar fate.
I see. I took you for a better man, Alvani. Your threats mean nothing. I will be rejoined with my boys in the afterlife. You will be cursed to an eternity in the great darkness. Go away. Disgust me, Possum. What makes you think I'll listen to anything you have to say to me?
I must choose my words wisely.
Your tenacity is almost admirable, Alvani, but entirely without merit.
I really have no time. What did he say about family again? All men of... I really have no time for chit-chat. We're all men of his... What did he... You are a family man, Murren, are you not? Do you wish to see them left fatherless? If not for yourself, then do this for your family. Open up.
My family is important to me. I would not want my boys to grow up without a father. Their mother lacks the moral fortitude needed to instill duty and backbone in them. So forgive her. She's a good woman, but merely a woman. Very well, you make a fair point. I will trust you despite my better instincts. Step back, Alvani.
Praise your gods, I don't have time for you now, Murren. But your day will come.
You gave me your word, Alvani. Your word. You said I would not be harmed. You said you would let me live. Does that not count for anything anymore? Sure.
You will receive your just punishment soon enough.
Perhaps so, Alvani. At least my punishment. At least my punishment will be enough.
This is as far as the stairwell will take us. Now we need to find a way to the roof.
I didn't say I wanted to leave this place.
What part of to be executed in the morning did you not get? And what part of the resistance needs you did you fail to comprehend?
Why would your people trust me? I am their enemy.
You were the enemy. I trust your allegiance to your people has diminished somewhat in the past year.
How do you know I won't just turn on you soon as we're out of here?
Oh, I know. And others do too. Our faith is rarely misplaced. This passage leads up to the roof, but the gate's twice locked. There's no getting through. We need to find another way up. I got you this far, Kian. Now you need to put that Azadi brain of yours to work, and quick.
There's no way through here. It's mounted securely to the wall. I'd burn my skin off if I tried to wrench it free.
Far behind us.
Good job. Let's move.
So
You're
many
right,
barrels.
Did the
Do
prisoner
they
anything?
never clean up after
We'll give
themselves?
us a- You just stay here.
The slop we eat 3 times a day arrives in these barrels. The stench
We
makes
don't
me
have much
sick.
time.
I draw the line
Where's
at
the
licking
key?
the plate
Someone
clean.
get the goddamn keys!
I'm hungry for red meat, but I'm not a dog. I feel a kinship with that lonely, flickering flame. I knew a chandler once. He didn't burn his candle at both ends. Laziest man I ever met. It's some sort of food elevation device, as though walking a few flights of stairs is too much work. They use this contraption to transport food from the kitchens below.
Keys.
I draw the line at licking the plate clean. I'm hungry for red meat, but I'm not a dog. Hello? Anyone there?
Where's
The chain goes up to the mechanism that raises and lowers the cage. It's covered in thick oil. They use this contraption to transport food from the kitchens below. I'm speaking into a metal tube. I feel foolish. Hello? They use this contraption to transport food from the kitchens below. I
Where's the
can't
key?
get a good grip on it
Someone
with all
get the
that oil.
goddamn keys.
Shadow. I need a stronger flame to light this torch.
Where's the key? Someone get the goddamn keys.
It won't catch the flame. Like the wise man of Ozad once said, the moist napkin makes for poor kindling. So many barrels. Do they never clean up after themselves?
Where's the key? Someone get
It's
the goddamn
mounted
keys.
securely to the wall. It won't catch the flame. Like the wise man of Ozad once said, the moist napkin makes for poor kindling. I'd burn my skin off if I tried to wrench it free.
Where's the key? Someone get the goddamn keys.
It won't catch the flame. Like the wise man of Ozad once said, the moist napkin makes for poor kindling. The slop we
Where's
eat
the
three
key?
so many
Someone get
barrels.
the goddamn keys.
They never clean up after themselves. I draw the line at licking the plate clean. I'm hungry for red meat, but I'm not a dog. They use this contraption to transport food from the kitchens below.
Where's the key? Someone
Perhaps
get the
the oil can
goddamn
be
keys.
burned off. From a broken arrow and an oiled face towel, I've fashioned a rudimentary illuminant. In other words, I have a torch.
There they are, right above us. Get them.
The prisoners are revolting! And they smell bad too!
Shadow, they're firing at us.
Curious to see where this is going.
Where's the key? Someone get the goddamn keys.
Snuffed out by my carelessness. Like so many innocents. I draw the line at licking the plate clean. I'm hungry for red meat, but I'm not a dog. Wax made from Leviathan head oil. Scented. Lavender, I believe. They use this contraption to transport food from the kitchens below.
Where's the key? Someone get the goddamn keys.
Oh, clever boy. I knew
The
you
oil
wouldn't
is burning
disappoint
off.
me.
Anyone there? Still warm, but it's cooling quickly.
You first. If that chain's still hot, I want some warning.
I should be able to climb the chain now.
They've readied the noose for you. A traitor's death.
What are we doing here? Where's our cloud ship?
We need to buy ourselves some time. Quick. Block that gate. Use the lever to lower the bar. Quickly now. For the love of Mojal 7 prostitutes, Kian, lower that damned bar now! They're here! They're breaking through! Too late. They got us.
What are we doing here? Where's our cloud ship?
We need to buy ourselves some time. Quick. Block that gate. Use the lever to lower the bar. Quickly now. Now arm yourself. There's a sword over there. Pick up the bloody sword. Come over here now. By the Mojal's bloated tested, stop fucking about and get your ass over here, boy!
How will we escape? I thought you'd have a ship waiting.
A ship? Ha! No, boy. Your way out of here is not on a cloud ship, but through a portal created by the very magic your people are trying to stamp out.
My way.
Only one of us can pass through that portal before it closes. And it requires a sacrifice. It's dark magic. It requires blood and pain. It requires a life.
What? No. No. I cannot accept your sacrifice. Either both of us leave or neither.
Don't be a Mojal damned fool, boy. I've made my peace with the gods. And you say the same. Besides, I may be a decent fighter, but without you, the resistance will falter, and the Azadi will be victorious. Now run me through with that sword so that you can get out of here and start paying your debts.
How many more deaths before this night is over? No. There's been enough bloodshed. I don't want another life on my conscience. His eyes speak the truth. He has embraced death in a way I never could. Where I only saw defeat, he sees victory. I don't know where this path may lead, but what choice do I have? How many more deaths before this night is... I cannot. I'm not worthy of such a sacrifice.
Listen to me, boy. If you don't do this, then it's all for naught. The whole bloody thing.
There's been too much death. Too much!
Oh, for the love of the four heavens. That bloody stings.
I have only one memory of my mother. She held me to her heart until I fell asleep. That night, she threw herself from the city walls into the shallows. Her body was never found. For the longest time, I would climb those walls, balance on the edge, and close my eyes. I always thought I would join her in the darkness, in that cold, cold sea. I never did.
Goddess, damn him to the Shadow Eternal!
What?
Kian. Kian has escaped the keep.
Leave us. Now! What are you saying? That's impossible. He's supposed to die.
He's gone. Fled from the roof with the help of a rebel infiltrator and a bloody riot.
The roof? But how?
A portal. Dark magic.
That's impossible.
I must interrogate the men who let him escape. They will rue this day for the rest of their short and miserable lives. And that bone-headed warden, he will pay for this with his life.
I don't understand. Friar's Keep is warded against thaumaturgy.
Inside, yes, which is why they fled to the roof.
Light protectors. Do you have any idea where he is?
With the rebels, I'm sure. Wherever they've holed up. I will leave no stone unturned to find them.
In their hands, Alvane is a poisonous dagger.
You think I'm not aware? You think I don't know how dangerous he is? I know that traitor better than anyone. But I will find him. Him and his cohorts. Under the sight of the goddess, this I swear.
Before the first arrives.
It won't reach her ears.
You make sure of that. If she learns their precious apostle is still alive, she will want him alive so that she can speak to him. And if she learns the truth...
We won't give her the opportunity.
Good. Because if she ever does, you and I will be paying with our lives. What in the light are you waiting for? You won't catch him in here, Commander! Go! Take care of this! Goddess, watch over us.
It's our 3-month anniversary today.
That's mad. I feel like I've been coming here for years.
How are you?
It's his job to know how I'm doing. He knows me better than anyone. Why does he have to ask? Honestly, I don't have an answer. But that's probably not what he wants to hear. He wants to know that what he's doing is helping. He's probably expecting me to say I feel better. Been 3 months. That is some sort of milestone, I guess. Maybe I do feel better. Honestly, I don't have an answer. But that's probably not what he wants to hear. He wants to know... Yeah, I'm doing all right.
I'm glad you feel that way, Zoe. We've come a long way. We still have a long way to go, but admitting to yourself that things are getting better, that's a big step in the right direction.
All right.
As for your memories, maybe you will remember everything. Maybe you won't. But you want to remember what happened to you before the coma. That's the most important thing.
Okay.
Do you agree with that, Zoe?
And potentially lose everything I've built here. I guess it's a risk I'll have to take. I know there's something I need to remember, something I'm supposed to be doing. It's always at the back of my mind. Until I figure that out, I can't find peace. And potentially lose everything I've built here? I'm not sure that's a risk I want to take. I feel there's something I need to remember, something I need to do. But if it comes back to me, what will happen to my life? I'm not sure I can take losing everything all over again. And potentially lose everything I've built here. I guess it's a risk. And potentially lose everything I've built here? I'm not sure that's a risk I want to take. I feel there's something I need to remember, something I need to do. But if it comes back to me, I don't. I'm worried that if I start remembering, I'll lose all of this.
And you don't think it's worth the risk?
I'm just really, really scared.
I understand, okay. Let's see if we can do an exercise. Jog your memory. What is the last thing you do remember?
It's vague, like a dream. But I do remember some things. I remember some of it.
What do you remember?
Razor vanishing. Me going after him, trying to track him down. I ended up in Newport. I have memories of sneaking into a house filled with drug addicts. It's like remembering a movie where I'm the star, doing things that feel completely foreign to me. It doesn't even feel like I did those things. It's almost like I was just an observer. I remember being in a safe place and connecting to a dream machine, but that's where it ends.
And before that? Before leaving Casablanca?
Dad was going away. I was throwing a party. Then Reza asked me to pick up a package. That's what set it all in motion. That and the static.
Do you remember what that turned out to be?
After I woke up, they filled in the blanks. Apparently it was some sort of glitch or virus. Rogue code infecting the worldwide wire. Someone at Waticorp was using the dream machine to read people's minds. Someone I'd met.
Kavanagh.
Damien Kavanagh. That's right. The man behind it all. The perpetrator of the conspiracy. He'd put some sort of worm into the code, turning the dream machine into a mind-controlling tool affecting millions. At least that's what they say.
He recorded a confession before he... He didn't want to rot away in a jail for the rest of his life, but at least he came clean. Absolved his employer of any wrongdoing.
Convenient.
In what way?
Oh, forget it. I don't remember any of it. All I know is they poisoned my mind. Inserted false memories. Nothing I saw or experienced was real. The little girl on the screens, the other...
The other world.
Arcadia. Another colorful figment of their imagination. A synthetic dream.
And you still remember nothing of going to Japan? Breaking into Waticorp?
Nope. I exposed a global conspiracy and all they gave me was a lousy coma. Aside from you, Reza, and my dad, no one even knows I was involved. Reza kept me out of his exposé, and even he doesn't know what really happened during the week I was gone. Maybe my friend Olivia knew something, but she... passed away.
An accident.
Right. An accident. So they say. In light of everything, it felt very... convenient. Again.
You feel responsible.
I went off playing teen detective and people got hurt.
A lot more people might have got hurt if you hadn't.
Who knows, Dr. Zelenka? I don't, and that's the problem. I don't know what happened, what I did, or what...
You're worried something else happened to you.
I mean, it's a week of my life. Gone.
That's what I'm here for. To help you through that. Whether you remember or not, it's a lot for one person to process on their own. Have you used a dream machine yet?
God, no. I feel nauseous just watching the ads.
They're everywhere. You can't avoid them forever.
I don't see one here.
Well, I have one at home. I don't use it.
Because of me?
No. Well, not just that. They are addictive. And while I'm sure they're perfectly harmless entertainment, I worry about the long-term effects. It's becoming a disease, an addiction. I'm concerned about what these lucid, perfect dreams are doing to us. and you were connected to a prototype. There's no way to predict how that may have affected you. I'm sure they're mostly safe, but there's not enough data. I'm very concerned about the effects over time, until I know more. But maybe you should, to get over your fear.
You tell me you're worried about the long-term consequences of the Dream Machine, and then you suggest I try it. You're right. I probably should, but I'll think about it.
Think about it. Have you spoken with Gabrielle yet?
No, I'm not ready to discuss my dad. We don't talk. He rented out the house, moved to Mumbai.
You don't think you need to talk to him about it?
I wanted to be just like him. That's why I went into pioneering, but I decided to drop my pioneering degree so that I could avoid thinking about him and what he was a part of. So, no, I don't. Well, fuck, sorry. Of course I do. Maybe. Someday.
That's perfectly fine. What do you want to talk about?
Is the new series of Eurotrash a valid topic?
Why not? Our time is almost up.
That's fine. I'm working today.
How's that going?
Really good. I enjoy it. A lot.
I'm glad to hear that. You weren't so sure a month ago.
I'm learning a lot. Neural programming, artificial intelligence. It helps me feel closer to Liv. Olivia, you know? Honoring her memory. Not in a self-sacrificing way. I want to do this. I like working with Mira and Wit. For now. And with the voluntary campaign work, I feel I contribute in other ways, too.
You're keeping yourself busy and motivated. You've come a long way since we first met.
I was a real fucking wreck.
I'm not going to disagree with that, but you've come a long way.
Thank you, Dr. Zelenka.
Roman, please. Same time next week?
Definitely. Thanks, Doc. Roman.
Take care, Zoe.
I can see our house from here. Oh no, not our house at all. Seshadri Tower has the best view in Propass, bar none. Exactly what you'd expect a psychologist to keep on his office shelf. No tawdry romance novels, fantasy or science fiction, unfortunately. I see... No, I really shouldn't. It's a trap. A psychological trap. If I drink more of that awful synthetic coffee at this point, I'll really need therapy. I didn't know the doc was into cephalopods. I wonder if he has a pet one at home. That's my file. I feel an almost irresistible urge to peek. Doctor... Roman?
Yes.
I think I might have... See you next week?
Take care, Zoe.
No therapist's office would be complete without a chaise longue. Never used it. Would feel like a dork.
grilled cheese sandwiches. Today's special is Abbott's Gold with dry cured Italian sausage and mango chutney on chocoban.
What do you mean I need a permit? I have a permit. I paid a fucking fortune for this permit.
Your permit is no longer valid. You'll need to have it renewed. You have 24 hours to comply.
Fuck off. You have 24 hours to comply.
That makes absolutely no sense. If you do not comply, you'll be detained and your food cart confiscated.
If you so much as touch Carl, I will cut off your testicles and make a kebab.
Threats are counterproductive and punishable by law. You have
How does it feel working for a fascist fucking regime, trampling all over the working people?
I'm okay with it. Yeah, great health coverage, no overtime, pays decent. 24 hours.
Hey,
Hey, where are you?
just leaving therapy on my way to the shop. What's up?
Oh, neck deep. Would I be a bad boyfriend if I asked you to stop by that place with the, crazy person and the good food?
Nella bites? Sure. And lazy, not bad.
What?
Not bad boyfriend, lazy boyfriend. What do you want?
Your pick. Nothing...
Exotic. Affirmative. I'll stop by Nella's right now. I should be at your office in 15?
Thanks. You're the best.
I am. See you soon. Nella. Street chef, Marxist, spark plug, and friend of mine. I do love her, in smaller doses.
Did you see that?
I can't believe... What was all that about?
Fucking I. Making up shit so that they can harass anyone who doesn't toe the line. Now I'm going to waste a whole afternoon standing in line at the district office for a permit I don't fucking need. Never mind that this is just a tip of the garbage heap. They're restricting transit between sectors, adding more security to all the metro stations and ports, requiring paperwork for anything beyond local lines. I mean, what the fuck? I knew Parliament was tight with the Syndicate, but this is Chungo, man. They're planning something. Probably going to hunt down and arrest revolutionaries next. That's me fucked then.
I'm sure you're...
Word is they rounded up all the European Liberty folks in the Berlin district last week, detained them on suspicion of terrorism. Terrorism! For speaking their minds! And okay, for releasing clouds of biograffiti. I know that clique, they're harmless. It was just a call to action. That's fucking terrorism now.
Scary.
Scary. That's exactly what it is. And your candidate isn't going to change anything for the better.
Maybe not. But Uminska won't change anything for the worse, either. Unlike Konstantin Wolf.
Kaiser Konstantin. Puta! If that Schwein gets elected, I'm moving to Paris.
They'd never let you in.
One of the conglomerate city-states of North America, then. Newport, the fucking Republic of Los Angeles, hell, even Bostonia. Anywhere but Kaiser's Europe.
That's why Leia Uminska is the best choice. No one's going to put the Marxists in office, Nela. At least my candidate has a fighting chance. And she is a socialist.
She's a moderate, Zoe. A moderate! What's the point in that? Moderation is just another word for compromise. Anyway, what are you having?
Having?
Lunch, Zozo. For your chorbo. Listen, I have a new supplier for pork wurst, the collective down on Caprova. Organic meat, the real deal, none of that vat-grown slop. Don't know how they do it. Connections on high, plenty of mouses swapping hands, but they're legal, I think.
The pork sausages sound delicious, but Reza plays it safe when it comes to food. Europolitan through and through. No tolerance for organic meats. I'm working on it, but baby steps. The pork sausages sound totally delicious. I'm not sure Reza will agree, but he needs to be more adventurous when it comes to his diet. pork sausages. I'm gonna have to go with the cheese soup. Again.
Dobra, coming up. You should join the protest this afternoon. We're marching on the sector office.
I think it would take a lot more than a political rally for Mira to give me time off. I'm gonna have to pass.
Smart girl. We'll probably get beaten by the bulla and tossed in the zona. Just another fucking Monday in Propast. Here you go.
Thanks, Nella.
If you reconsider, we'll head out around noon. Time to let those cunts know we're watching the Watchmen.
Our apartment is off Sonnenschein Plaza. Mira's shop is located in the bricks, in what used to be Propast Auto Service. I'm not sure what the... Our apartment is off Rez's office is down by Prista Vista, the old river docks, right behind the Collapse Memorial. Show me Prista Vista, please. The Pamatnik Collapse.
Planning on a trip down the river? You got it, cowgirl. Propast docks coming right up. Y'all come back anytime now, you hear?
I'm a dreamer. I'm not. That's the last thing I want to be. I'm a bit creeped out by the talking bins. Why do they talk? What shadowy masters do they serve?
Safe. I had the best dream time yesterday.
What did you do?
Well, I started with my own creation, and then I mixed in one of Chavalier's dreams. The one with the balls.
El Toro Gigante,
They're
5
really
stars
pushing
in
the
the
new
store.
Bingo Dreamer fizzy
That's the
drink.
one.
Anything
Totally
Dream Machine
surreal.
related is a big seller
I just bought
these
the
days.
latest Barku bundle. That's next weekend sorted. I'm not leaving the flat.
I'm not a big Baku fan. I'm saving up for the latest Nidra dream. It's supposed to be epic.
Freeze-dried jellyfish chips, vacuum-packed boiled beef, carbonated tequila shots, blood pudding fudge, fried cabbage jerky, salted pigeon bits. Bits? Which bits? They've lost jobs, homes, all because they're addicted to Dreamtime. It's really scary. I think just disconnecting them from the dream machine could be dangerous, and I'd probably get beaten up for trying to help.
Hey, you lost? No problem. I can give you directions to anywhere in I got a hankering for giving you directions.
Show me Prista Vista, please. The Pamatnik collapse.
Planning on a trip down the river? You got it, cowgirl. Pro Pass docks coming right up. Anytime you need a rootin' tootin' six-barrel shooting crow cowboy to give you directions to anywhere in Pro Pass, you just call on the Crow Boy. Crow Boy here. I'm one rootin' tootin' six-barrel shooting crow cowboy.
Our apartment is off Sonnenschein Plaza. Res is off. Show me Prista Vista, please. The Pamatnik collapse.
Planning on a trip down the river? You got it, cowgirl. Pro Pass docks coming right up. I hope you get to where you're going. And if you ever get lost again, you know Crow Boy's got your back.
Down in the dumps. Europe needs compassion. Europe. Choose Constantine Wolf and so vote. A vote for Wolf is a vote for Europe. Embrace the brave new European dream and take a firm stand against the barbarian.
After what Reza told me about that junior soft drink, I'm never... No, I mean, I lie. I am a bit curious to try it. I mean, actually seeing the Bingo Dingo? It sounds awesome. Eyes everywhere. I've never seen so many of them out on the streets.
Safe, dependable, stop.
All day long, I'm a singer-songwriter.
Vote the Alliance.
Singing rate songs. This life is heavy.
Life's getting to you.
But this guy is strong.
An endless grind. You need a break.
If I were to write you a song, would you care to sing along? Ooh.
The collapse, August 8th, 2209. The day everything went to hell. I remember only fragments. It was a scary day.
Do you mind?
You know, she gets a lot on the order, but Rebus is straight up. I think I'm voting manifesto this election.
The
You
Marxists?
look like you could need some directions, miss.
What's the alternative, eh? Constantine Wolf?
There's an answer.
Well, if it ain't my favorite cowgirl. Can I point you in the direction of something, darling?
That's just gross.
Reza's off. Show me Prista Vista, please.
What's
the
wrong
Pamatnik
with
collapse.
Dieter Gross and the Alliance?
Planning on
Better
a trip
the
down the
evil you
river?
know than the
You
evil
got
you
it,
don't.
cowgirl. Pro Pass docks coming right up. It was a pleasure serving you this fine day, miss.
No support from anyone. The Marxists make a lot of noise, but what does it amount to? Just a lot of noise. And Minsker is the only...
Hey, you.
What's up? Toppling governments and exposing corporate conspiracies?
Well, all in a daze. How was, you know?
Therapy? Therapeutic, I guess.
You guess.
I wish he'd leave the psychotherapy for later, but I know he means well, but not in the mood for more psychotherapy. I wish he'd... Dr. Roman is really good. I don't know if it's helping. I don't remember anything.
But it's getting easier.
Maybe, yeah. I'm just not sure I want to remember. So, working. On what now?
A couple of things. The clampdown, mostly. There's tons of buzz about the Syndicate shutting down parts of the metro, escalating identity checks, raiding news feeds. We're expecting the worst.
You're loving it.
I wouldn't say that, but it's exciting. We can make a difference.
I pray they try to raid a hand.
Sully's already preparing the lawsuits.
We'll sue them for emotional trauma, unlawful intrusion, damages to property, interference with the free press. We'll sue them for 300 million yuan.
He's looking forward to it.
I am looking forward to it. Bring it on.
On your way to the shop?
Ready to get rid of me already? I bring lunch. Cheese soup, the usual.
I forgive you. You can stay as long as you don't talk to me. I need to finish this story.
The clampdown.
No, that new Bingo Dreamer soft drink. Apparently they fast-tracked EFSA approval and skipped a few steps. Some customers have reported seeing the Bingo Dingo after drinking a can. We'll probably get it pulled from vending machines.
That's my boyfriend, getting fizzy drinks yanked from store shelves.
I'm a modern-day Gilgamesh, saving the world from hallucinogenic sugar water. Thanks for lunch. I appreciate it. I guess I'm making dinner.
You guessed correctly, Ziamal. Oh, I won't be home until later. I'm volunteering.
Any special requests?
Nothing heavy. Have the membranes been repaired?
I queried the building net, but no reply. Prepare for the worst.
I can't believe we don't live in a climate-controlled apartment. As soon as I get a raise, we're moving.
I don't want to leave Propast.
No, I like the neighborhood. But a more modern building would be nice. No more sunny living at Sonnenschein Plaza by Original Consumer Goods. Anyway, lunch. Here, I have to run.
Have fun at the shop. Say hi to Crazy Face?
Mira. Come on, she's not... Well, yeah, she is. Mira is Crazy Face. There's no way around that. Who is that? Do I know him?
Howdy, partner. Where are you off to today?
Mira, do you know where Propast Auto Service is located?
1 second, Doc. Why, I sure do. But that garage closed down years ago. I can direct you to...
I want to go to there.
Well, certainly. The building's still there, right smack in the bricks. According to the city net, it's abandoned. So watch out for squatters and undesirables. Don't be a stranger now, you hear?
I had the best dream time yesterday.
What did you do?
Constantine Wolf has your vote. A vote for Wolf.
I'm a rootin', tootin', six-barrel shooting, map-toting crow cowboy. Yee-haw! Well, if it ain't my favorite cowgirl. Can I point you in the direction of something, darling?
Mira's shop. Do you know where ProPast Auto Service is located?
1 second, doll. Why, I sure do. But that garage closed down years ago. I can direct you to...
I want to go to there.
Well, certainly. The building's still there, right smack in the bricks. According to the city net, it's abandoned. So watch out for squatters and undesirables. Y'all come back anytime now, you hear?
Safe, dependable, stalwart. Data process the experience in characters.
Oh, hi there, sir and or madam.
No.
If I can just have a... But it will only take a... I think you'll be very interested.
If you don't leave, I will activate my periphery defenses and channel 80,000 volts through your metal head, you murder-toting homicide.
Have a wonderful day, madam.
I don't know. I'm not really into the whole revere couture thing. I dream my own dreams or grab whatever's in the top 10 user-created dreams on DreamNet. Why pay? It's my dream machine, Ansel. I'm free to do whatever I want with it.
Ni hao. Seems...
There are so many dream junkies around.
The city should do something. It's unseemly.
What they should do is ban dream machines.
Seriously? Because some people can't moderate their dream time.
Because it can't be healthy. Just look around. They're addicts. And not just the dream junkies, but regular people. I have...
My bad. I really don't think the government has any...
OCG, original consumer goods. Making your life a little brighter.
I think those are meant to represent reaching for the sun or maybe playing basketball. One of the two.
Original Consumer Goods would like to remind you not to stare directly at our sun, as it may cause blindness and tumors.
I've asked everyone what those towers are, and no one knows for sure. Some say anti-grav units from before the collapse, others say they're vents.
Welcome
Those
to the
ads, for
Sunshine
some
Plaza by
reason, give me
OCG.
goosebumps, the icky
Original
kind.
consumer goods, bringing sunshine into your life.
So I says to him, I says, you can't pass through here, Bruder. You need to turn back and head home. So what did he do? He turned back and headed home. What?
Zanechte prosím vaše odpadky ve mně.
Hey, you Crow Boys here to help you find your way in ProPass.
Before last year, an interactive tourist map of
Welcome to the
ProPass.
Sunshine
Super
Plaza by
useful.
OCG. Original
Those
consumer
interactive
goods,
tourist maps helped a
bringing
lot when I
sunshine
first moved
into
here.
your life.
They're still helpful.
Oh, I got a
I
hankering
still
for
get
giving you
lost.
directions.
Mirror's shop. Do you know where ProPass Auto Service is located?
1 second, doll. Why, I sure do. But that garage closed down years ago. I can direct you to...
I want to go to there.
Well, certainly. The building's still there, right smack in the bricks. According to the city net, it's abandoned. So watch out for squatters and undesirables. I hope you get to where you're going. And if you ever get lost again, you know Crow Boys got your back.
Original consumer goods, rebuilding the new Europe one sunny day at a time.
Move
Prosím
along.
vaše
Nothing to see
odpadky ve
here.
mně.
Vienna?
Vienna. 2 nights in the metro station waiting for me.
You look like you could need some directions, miss.
His battery barely holds a charge. I'll leave him in hibernation for now until I can get a new one. Do I have to pee? No, I don't have to pee.
Original consumer goods would like to remind you not to stare directly at our sun, as it may cause blindness and tumors.
Zanechte prosím vaše.
Welcome to the Sunshine Plaza by OCG. Original consumer goods, bringing sunshine into your life.
So I says to him, I says, you can't pass through here, Bruder. You need to turn back and head home.
So, what did he do?
He turned back.
The eye watches, but who watches the eye?
The eye watches, but who watches the eye?
Hey, you lost? No problem. I can give you directions to anywhere. Crow Boy here. I'm one rootin' tootin' six-barrel shootin' Crow Cowboy.
Mira Shaw, do you know where ProPast Auto Service is located?
1 second, Doc. Why, I sure do. But that garage closed down years ago. I can direct you to...
I want to go to there.
Well, certainly. The building's still there, right smack in the bricks. According to the city net, it's abandoned. So watch out for squatters and undesirables. Anytime you need a rootin' tootin' six-barrel shootin' Crow Cowboy to give you directions to anywhere in ProPast, you just call on the Crow Boy. Get your map here! Proudy partner, where are you off to today?
Mira Shaw, do you know where ProPast Auto Service is located?
1 second, Doc. Why, I sure do. But that garage closed down years ago. I can direct you to...
I want to go to there.
Well, certainly. The building's still there, right smack in the bricks. According to the city net, it's abandoned. So watch out for squatters and undesirables. It was a pleasure serving you this fine day, miss.
The eye watches, but who watches the eye?
Constantine Wolf and Silver.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Cheery stuff.
Crispy squid chips, drippings. Right now, there's a 2-for-1 offer at Cow.
I
told you to stay away, you piece of metal.
It's me. It's me.
Me who? I know lots of me's.
Zoe. Zoe.
Well, you're lucky I didn't turn on my periphery defenses. Or you'd be crispy toast by now. Come on in. God damn this shitting shit! Well, don't just stand there like a fucking half... Wait! Oh, I hate you so much right now, you dumb mute log! Yeah, you keep pretending like you can't hear me. That's not annoying at all. That does not make me want to strangle you with a wire. Not to spend 57,000 yuan on scrap metal. We will make these things shine and hover and not blow up or attack small children. I can take or leave the children. Some people are attached to the filthy, shitting, squealing things. And we can't afford to upset the customers.